for the pin.
Go for the pin wrestling review show. Mikey Q and King V.
Go for the pin.
Have a nice day every day, and
Go for the pin.
Go for the pin.
Weekly wrestling review show. Keep killing it.
Welcome everybody to another edition of Go for the Pin, episode 73, with your host Mikey Q and
King V, aka Showtime at the Apollo Cruise. And we are here to talk about the bullshit that happened at Elimination Chamber, as well as other things that be a guan in wrestling.
a lot of things are going. Again, thank you to everybody that be put together. Thank you to everybody that is joining us on Spotify, Apple, everything. Jonathan's in the building, JPS Music, DJ Knuckles, all of that, everything a guan. Shout out
Oh,
to
Jesus. Somebody
everything a
please.
guan tonight.
No. No. Please.
Oh
Oh,
man.
better.
But no, for real, thank you to everybody that listens and watches the show every single week. We do it for you. All right. So we're going to get into some wrestling news. Elimination Chamber was this past weekend, along with Impact Wrestling's No Surrender. Now, full disclosure, me and V didn't watch the show yet. So when we do, we will have our takes for you, but we haven't got a chance to watch it. I did hear that it was noteworthy. Some heel turns and things like that. So Mickie James is still our knockout champion. Moose, I believe, is still the Impact champion. Oh, yeah, well, I guess you could say, but Moose is still our Impact Wrestling World Champion. Moose guy. Yeah, I don't know any of the results, but yeah, once we find out, we will get to it. Jonathan says very good show. I look forward to watching it. I'll check it out. I think I'm gonna be honest. I think Impact's been doing some really great stuff, and it sucks that nobody's able to see it or nobody cares enough to watch it, just because the brand is tarnished like so much because of the old TNA. I think people look at it and still think TNA, and I get it.
Yeah,
I understand.
And the thing is, and I stand by this, the best thing that Impact has going is in fact the women's division. Because they have so much talent there.
They do.
And it's unfortunate that people really don't, people know TNA Impact, whatever you want to call it, for their women's talent. The men can be lackluster. Shut up. Yeah, I'm gonna shut up because I had some. It's Black History Month, so I'm gonna shut up. You know what I'm talking about.
I'm pretty sure I do.
The one that's friends with Meacham. Anyway, because it's still fuck her.
Yeah, no, I'm with you, definitely.
So you know what I'm talking about. But anyway,
Yeah.
no. But honestly, I would go bar for bar saying that the Impact Knockout division is one of the best American women's divisions in the country. Or excuse me, let me rephrase that. Mainstream.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely don't think that they get enough credit for what they're doing. And yes, credit to the Knockouts. But I'm gonna say the whole company, they have a small roster. But with that smaller roster, they utilize everybody, to the best of their abilities at this point. So I give Impact credit for making do with what they have and putting on a really good show 9 times out of 10. It's an entertaining television show. It's just like I said, there's not enough interest. It's not enough care. It's just not enough what's the visibility? I was gonna say
shenanigery.
I don't even think it's that. I just think they have a bad television deal. I think if they was on a channel that
I agree.
Yeah, I think if they was on a bigger network, people would care. But nobody cares about Access TV. A lot of people don't even know where to find Access TV. To be honest with you,
I don't
even though most of the cable companies do carry Access, but you have to find it. But this isn't about Impact tonight. Big ups for saying. Hold on. Staying competitive throughout. Yes, I definitely give them credit for that. All right. So let's get to Elimination Chamber and
Mhm.
we'll go from there. Okay. This the first Saudi Arabia show that you watched, V?
Yes.
Okay.
So this is the first time I watched the Blood Money pay per view. Because I'm not calling it
Elimination
Blood
Chamber.
Money. Blood Money. Blood Money. Blood Money Chamber. Um,
Yeah.
Whatever. I don't care. Who go pop me? Nobody. But yes, this
Saudi
is the first
Prince.
time I've. We'll get
I'm sorry. Just keep
there.
going. Just keep
We'll get
going.
there. So yeah, this is the first time that I actually sat and watched a Blood Money pay per view. I was rooting for everybody black for the most part, and yeah, let's talk about it because I have feelings.
Watch the blood money show. Okay, let's let's get right into it. Roman Reigns opened the show with Goldberg. This match was, I guess, it was exactly what it needed to be.
It was too long. Let's just
I,
stop there. It was too damn long. You took him out the back to the shed, take him out the pasture, click click boom. You know that's the part of business. You know it just put him out, euthanize. You know,
wow,
put him to sleep.
euthanized. Wow,
And I'm so sorry. I'm pretty sure I made somebody mad, but it's fine.
it is
And,
what it is.
take him out, get him out of here, please. I don't want no more Goldberg on the TV, and that's on Bret Hart.
So you said the match was too long. It was
It was
only
too
six.
long.
It was 6 minutes long.
It was 5 minutes too long.
All right, I hear you. I do, but I'm gonna be the person to say, look, I don't think Goldberg should be wrestling anymore. I think that Goldberg should step away at this point. But Jonathan says it wasn't short enough.
Thank you.
Okay.
It was too
Well,
long. The match was too long. Get him out.
okay.
Get in. Get the fuck out. We don't want
I'll
you.
say this, right? The Goldberg entrance is something that is very special. People
Okay.
pop for the entrance. The people
Of course they do.
in that country seem to love Goldberg. And they love, the thing is, right? They don't get wrestling a lot, right? Even though WWE goes there ever so often, they don't get wrestling a lot. Someone texts Old Bird that his time has come to an end and
Okay.
time to come
I'm
home.
coming, Elizabeth. Go.
Nevertheless, I think the match was what it needed to be. Like it was basically okay, both of them getting in their big spots and Roman putting Goldberg to sleep. And that's all it was. Like I didn't think it was too long. I thought it would lasted as long as
Hurry up.
it needed to. Okay,
It's
let's
too
go
long.
to all right, that's fair.
I stand.
Let's go to the first Elimination Chamber match of the evening.
The best one.
We had Piper and Evan, because I'm not calling it another thing. Liv Morgan, Nikki Ash, Rhea Ripley, tongue tied there,
No.
Alexa Bliss, and Bianca Belair. Okay. I'll let you start it off. Go ahead, V.
Okay. So the match, I can say I genuinely enjoyed that match. Everybody got to do their spots. Everybody got their shine in some way, shape, or form. I'm very tired of Nikki, almost a superhero. I'm just tired of that gimmick. I don't like it. It doesn't work.
She's a heel now, though.
Still doesn't work. But she did what she had to do. And I guess we'll get to Dewdrop later.
Yeah, I know. It's
So
because
Piper
they say it
Nevin.
over and over. I know. Yeah.
With Piper Nevin and how she's a beast in every way, shape, or form possible, and I see her as the future champion.
Okay.
Rhea Ripley, of course, did a really good job. Alexa Bliss.
Yeah. Lexi.
It's so funny because they popped for her hard.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
she's over, pal.
and she's over, pal. No, but she she did a really, really good job, and this is what I wanted from Alexa.
Uh,
You know, you've heard my criticisms of Alexa. This is what I
yeah,
want from Alexa.
yeah.
Like it feels like she's motivated again, and it just seems like she had so much
Wasn't it?
fun being in the ring. No, it was no, it's
Yeah,
not a new
I think
theme
it's the
actually.
same theme. I think it's a same theme.
She's had the evil is mine.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, she had the evil is mine before, but
yeah,
Alexa did a really good job. You know, Bianca is that girl, and we'll talk about Monday Night Raw later. And the right person won.
yeah. I agree.
The right
I
person won.
and they did it in a way where it's like you did start to kind of doubt it once Alexa and Bianca got down
Hmm.
to the final two, and I kind of expected that. I think we said that on the show. I'm like Alexa being in this match does make it a little bit more interesting because
Hmm.
I feel like it was like a foregone conclusion that Bianca was gonna win before Alexa got added, and now it's
Yeah.
like,
Oh yeah.
oh,
Oh
you know what I
god.
mean? But they did the right thing. Alexa put over Bianca, um, and Bianca's going to WrestleMania, uh, to face Becky Lynch. I thought this was really solid, and I think the right person won this match as well. I want so much for Liv Morgan. Like I want Liv to get her
Also,
tens,
can I just
but
talk about how she did it again?
oops.
The Britney Spears inspired gear, because of course the women do have to be covered up.
But
And,
I'll say I
and
love the way that they did it this time around.
yeah, because I hated the whole bodysuit
Baggy
and then
t-shirt
t-shirt.
and
Like,
yeah,
okay, y'all, like I
yeah,
get it, but the bodysuits, you know, everybody made it their own,
yeah,
and
yeah,
everybody, I will say everybody looked really. All the women, let me say
yeah,
that. All the women looked really, really great.
yeah, yeah,
So
definitely.
you know, Liv Morgan's. When I saw it come out, I was like, is she giving us Britney Spears?
Yeah, it was giving Brady.
I was like, oh, absolutely. It was
Yeah,
so funny. I was showing my little sister to shout out there.
yeah,
Um, I showed her that she loves Britney Spears, and she was like, "Oh, this bitch is giving us what we need."
yeah, yeah,
So you know, I like when they're able to be themselves and also get creative with their attire, even if they have to go overseas where they do have to cover up. So everybody really did a good job, like overall, look wise and match wise. And this was the best chamber. Hmm. It
okay,
was. It was the best chamber.
okay,
Not the whole
okay.
time. I'm talking about on the show.
Yeah, all right. I'm
Yeah.
not disagreeing. Um, I thought it was solid, and yes, we have to address the elephant in the room on this. Yes, there was some boost once people started realizing, okay, Bianca's gonna win this match. If you listen closely,
Yeah, I
once
saw that.
Bianca had Alexa up, because the thing is, we hadn't seen Alexa wrestle in 5 months, and I think
Hmm.
it got to the point where like some of the people you mentioned the pop she got, some
No,
of the
she got a
people
huge. Nobody. We're not gonna sit here and pretend
Bianca
like
got a big
Alexa.
pop too.
She did, but we're not
Let's
gonna
not
sit here
deny
and
that.
pretend like Alexa did not get a huge reaction.
Yeah. So I think there was a little bit of disappointment at first that Alexa was
They'll
gonna
be
lose.
okay.
It
Every
wasn't
motherfucking
necessarily,
champion is white. They'll be okay.
and
Yeah.
I'm gonna and I'm gonna be honest. I don't think it was necessarily like they were upset that Bianca was winning. I think it was more so they wanted Alexa to win. You know, and it was and I said this when it happened, or like before it happened, I should say, that if Alexa did win,
Hmm.
where do you go with Bianca? First and foremost, and second of all, I know this doesn't matter now because Bianca won. But where would you go with Bianca? And two, um, would Alexa start getting that residual hate because she pinned Bianca, even though she was just doing her job? You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
Yeah, it's a lot of things that you can go with that. I think that maybe the first feud,
mm-hmm,
the winner of the WrestleMania match
mm-hmm,
should have is Alexa, to be
right,
quite honest.
yeah,
Um, but I think that if they went with Alexa, I honestly don't think it probably would have been a one-on-one. I think it would have been a triple threat. Even if they would have went,
Yeah.
a triple threat. If they would have went triple threat and that was the case, I wouldn't have been upset about that.
Yeah.
A triple threat would have been fine.
I wouldn't mind that. I wouldn't
Yeah.
mind that. But I do think the singles match means more. And I am happy that they went with that instead of going with the triple threat. But we'll see.
Yeah.
Okay. Next
Let
we
it play
had
out.
there's that darn let it play out again. They did let it play out with Bianca, and it turns out, and I even tweeted this. I said, "Wow, would you look at that? Becky was right back in September. She was right. This was her plan. This was her plan 6
This
months
is
ago."
one of the few times that let it play out actually worked in our favor.
Yeah. Gotta give credit where
So
credit's due.
I'm gonna need Bianca to do it for Kofi, to do it for Big E, because let it play out. We did twice. Well, 3 times, but we'll get there.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let's keep going here. We had Charlotte Flair, the SmackDown Women's Champion, and Sonya Deville versus Naomi and Ronda Rousey, with the stipulation being Ronda Rousey would have one hand tied behind her back. And this was made on SmackDown on a pre-recorded show. And I will say that at least the spot looked better on television. And you guys know what spot I'm talking about. It was the spot where it made social media like a week beforehand, where Ronda was trying to like shove Charlotte's face into the table during a contract signing, and you could see Charlotte totally no-sold for her. And it came off way better on television. I'll say that. But for those that are younger and don't remember where they got this whole idea from, it was actually Vince and Stone Cold from back in the day, where where Stone Cold. Hold on, let me see if I actually have it.
Oh, we don't want to get flagged. Let's not do that.
Let's not do that.
No, let's not do that.
All right. Well, you guys can YouTube it.
Y'all can look at the YouTube or on the cock.
Yeah.
And,
all right. All right. All right. Well, basically, Vince said Stone Cold cut a promo and said he could beat Vince with one hand tied behind his back. And Vince took it to heart, said, "Did you just say you could beat Vince McMahon with one hand tied behind your back?" Just like that. And Stone Cold was like, yeah, I said it. Like, he knew where this was going. He's like, I said it. What are you going to do? Tie my hand behind my back? And, well, that's what they did. Yeah. I like this angle. Ronda was out there selling for most of the match, which was really interesting. I actually like seeing Ronda being the one that was like on the defense here. Naomi wound up getting a hot tag. Ronda got back in, and Ronda submitted Sonya Deville with one arm tied, well, to her side, not really behind her back, but to her side. And they won the match. Just like I think we called that on the show here, that Ronda would tap out Sonya to win that match. So, and that's
so let me just go ahead and say that Naomi was the highlight of the match, as she should have been. The transphobe did not do well. I just want to go ahead and keep that really clear. Yeah, I know she didn't. She didn't. Not at all. Anyway.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought that was one of Ronda's best matches.
I guess.
Because she actually had to go out there and sell. And
you like the transphobe. So, but
okay.
But let's just go ahead and say Charlotte Flair doesn't sell for many people, but who she will sell for, as I said last week, is Trinity Fatu. And to me, Naomi was the highlight of the match. To me, to King V and King V only.
I thought she did. I thought she did good. I thought Ronda selling was on point.
She was the highlight of the match. People were confused about why Ron the transphobe came out in what she came out in. For those who are not familiar, that is
A gi.
please forgive me for mispronouncing if I mispronounce it. A gi.
A gi. Yes, that is
She,
the correct pronunciation.
the transphobe is trained in. She is a black belt, so
4 times.
she is willing and able to kick your ass if she wants to. I wish she would kick transphobia's ass, but she doesn't.
She's
But
trying.
anyway, trying. Okay. I'm not giving white women much during Black History Month, just like y'all
Okay.
did with the Keita Lions on NXT. But we're gonna move on. Don't worry about that.
Didn't watch NXT, but
Yeah,
all right.
whatever. But anyway,
Yeah.
moving forward, the match was okay.
Yeah, I
It
thought it was
ended
fine.
exactly how I thought it would, but Naomi was the highlight to me.
Okay. Drew McIntyre versus Mad Cat Moss. Very scary moment in
I
this
skipped
match.
it.
Very
I didn't
scary
see it.
moment in this match. Mad Cat. So Drew, for those that didn't see it, they probably saw it already, but for those that didn't see it, reverse Alabama Slam. And McIntyre's been doing that for years now. Mad Cat landed right on like the crown of his head. It was bad. It was bad. I thought he got hurt badly. I'm yelling like JR did back in '97. Stop the damn match. My God.
It's been broken in half. I did see that particular clip on the Twitter. Because when I saw Mac joke, I got up and went to clean my bathroom. And
Oh man,
because
it's so bad.
It's bad. And I just had no interest in that, so I went to do something that I enjoyed a little bit more, which was clean my bathroom. So
let me put over Mad Cat a little bit here.
Okay.
Yeah, the gimmick is bad, but every time he has to go out there and wrestle, Mad Cat gives it his all out there. I will. He works hard out there. I'll give him that. And yeah, the comedy's bad, the gimmick is bad, but he goes out there and he works. He works hard. He bumps, he sells, he feeds. His offense looks good. I'll give him that. I'll give him that.
I'm sure he does. I skipped everything that he's on.
And that's fair. I get it. You know
But it's
what I'm
not
saying?
because
But
of him either.
oh, Corbin. All right. I mean, Corbin. All right. Again, Corbin's another guy
I
that
found other better things to do.
I can understand you not being entertained by him. Okay, sports entertained. But Corbin's another guy that does work really hard when he's out there. So I'm not
gonna deny the talent. I just don't care.
I got you. Something I did care about: Becky Lynch versus Lita.
Yeah.
Becky Lynch wins. No surprise there.
Duh.
No surprise there. But
so
yeah, go ahead.
I have a couple of feelings. Sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
So a couple of things. Lita did very, very well.
Yeah.
Considering this is her first singles match in 15 years?
A few years. She might have done some indie stuff, but yeah, a few years.
So considering this is her first televised match in years, it's
probably since the night after the elevation, the night after Evolution, probably.
There you go.
Yeah,
but I'm very happy for her. I'm very proud of her for getting out there and just doing the damn thing, and her getting the reaction that she did. And I want to say props to Becky for actually doing the moonsault. Yes, you can criticize how she did it. She didn't do it like Lita. I mean, I wasn't expecting her to do it.
I can't believe she attempted it.
That's what I'm saying. She attempted it, and she still has a better moonsault than a certain legacy. But anyway, because it actually, even though she missed, it actually looked good. But anyway,
yeah, looked all right.
She didn't do bad. We knew how this was going to end. This was a dream match for Becky, and I'm glad she was able to get it. And Lita looked fucking fantastic.
Oh yeah.
And if this is it for her, I think this is a great way for her to go out.
Mm-hmm.
It makes up for that bullshit that happened in 2006.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
if this is it for her, then job well done. If this isn't it for her, then I'm ready to see what she has next. I'm excited because a lot of times you see the men always come back, and those same men aren't as good, or never was good. Covered. And to see that I believe she's 45,
45, 46, I believe, something like that.
and still moving like she can, still hitting moves like she used to. It's good to see, and it's good to see the female legends getting the respect that they deserve. You
Well,
know,
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
it's just I'm just tired of the double standard of the fact that a lot of these male legends can come back 50, 60 years old and be half the person that they was, or if they wasn't good at all, and get these title shots in these long, dreary matches, and the women can't do the same. And Lita proved that. Becky
Look
put
at
over.
things.
Oh my god, Jonathan. you know, Lita put over Becky, but Becky also put over Lita.
Yeah.
So they
Yeah.
put each other over there, and I'm very happy for the both of them. They both did a really good job.
I'm hearing Lita versus Sasha is what they're attempting for
Hmm.
WrestleMania.
I'm
So
surprised it's not Trish versus Sasha, but I
you
think I,
know,
I think Trish is done, which is okay. I don't have a problem with it.
I don't think so. I don't think Trish is finished. If she is, then fine, because she had her send off match with Charlotte, and it was a really good match at SummerSlam a few years ago. But from everything I've seen, Trish wants Sasha, and Sasha wants Trish. So I don't think Trish is done.
I want Trish and Sasha. I want Sasha and Melina, as Jonathan just said in the chat. I really want Melina and Sasha. No, actually, I'm not
After the
gonna
Rumble,
lie.
I want that.
I want Melina and Naomi. That's what I want.
They never
But
worked
no. I mean they've
because they
I
was
mean
in the
probably
company at the same time.
they've interacted in the Rumble, I think, a little bit, but I want Melina in. I'm gonna no, I take that back. I want Jackie and Naomi, but that's just for sentimental reasons. But I do. Melina and Sasha is something that they've teased a little bit, and that would be something great. But props to both Sasha. Whoa, props to both Becky and Lita
Yeah.
for doing a really good job. I'm pretty sure young Becky, young Rebecca, as the transphobe would say, young Rebecca was very happy that she got that moment with Lita.
Yeah. I'm sure she was. All right. Let's. If Jazz hadn't retired, I would like to take Jazz versus Naomi. I think Jazz. The
I
problem
want,
is, yeah,
yeah, that lawsuit. It's
yeah.
the
That's
lawsuit.
that's that's what I was gonna say. I
But
don't think Jazz is
I
ready for it.
rather would have Jazz and Bianca, but I'll
Hmm.
keep that there.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, we can. There
We
are
can
all list.
fantasy book all day, but
Yeah. Yeah. That lawsuit. Know how Vince is.
um, I mean, but
uh.
he still brings back murderers and racists, so I mean, anything can happen.
Yikes. Okay, the Usos and the Vikings went to a no contest because it was a hold on. Yeah, all these 2K 2022 matches we're booking
Oh,
over
that
here.
game
Yeah.
was awful. Let's move on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was not a match. I guess they're gonna drag this out. There was a
Are they gonna drag this
before.
out? Because
Yeah, it looks like it.
I would have been upset if you dragged me all the way over to Blood
Yo.
and
They
to
did it to
have this.
Natty. They did it to Natty.
I mean, well, you know how he feels about the Hearts, but he's still big mad. But I guess they had to have some type of
Vince
moment.
McMahon didn't screw Natty Hart. Okay.
Natty Hart, Natty Hart.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. All right.
All
Let's just
right.
keep going. I couldn't resist. All right. The main event we had the men's elimination
Mhm.
chamber match for the
Mhm.
WWE Championship. Okay, we had champion Bobby Lashley. Champion Bobby Lashley defending against the phenomenal AJ Styles, Riddle, Seth freaking Rollins, and Brock Lesnar. Oh, and Austin Theory's in the match too. Okay.
Mhm.
Bobby was working with a legitimate injury, from what we're hearing. Okay.
Mhm.
Seth Rollins and Austin Theory do this spot where Rollins buckle bombs, or I guess chamber bombs, Theory into Bobby Lashley to the pod that he was in. Bobby Lashley's taken out of the match, doesn't return. We are guaranteed a new champion. Brock Lesnar comes out there and kills everybody in like 5 minutes. Plays with Austin Theory a little bit. There's a joke somewhere in there, but I'm gonna leave it alone.
I like how Austin Theory plays with children.
Okay.
Sorry, everybody. No, fuck
Okay.
that. I don't fuck
I
with
don't
people
know.
that like
What?
small children. Fuck y'all. I don't give a fuck. Who gonna do what? Nothing.
I'll tell you what Brock Lesnar's gonna do. He's gonna F5 Austin Theory right off. Hold on. Ding dong. Oh, I thought you was doing a Bailey thing, the ding ding ding. But yeah, you remember the Bailey, the ding dong thing? Where is Bailey, by the way?
Injured.
We'll get there. So? Okay.
Apparently.
Okay.
No, I'm not a doctor.
Okay.
I'm not a doctor. I'm not a medical professional.
Okay, nor am I. And I don't play one on television either. All right, so what was I saying? Okay, Brock Lesnar F5s Austin Theory off a pod. Crazy spot. Okay, I you gotta give Austin credit for even taking that, because that was crazy. Brock Lesnar wins the WWE Championship by pinning Austin Theory. Brock's our new WWE champion. Everybody in this chat, I believe, last week predicted that we was gonna get title versus title at WrESTlemania.
That was the only against it.
I think he was yeah. It was pretty obvious. The writing was on the wall. All of those cliches, like
no Destiny's Child.
Right. How did you feel about this?
I fuck that bullshit. I hated it. So
tell us how you really feel.
Oh no, because I'm tired. Let's just, if somebody pointed this out, Brock Lesnar beat every single black WWE champion.
I think that's a coincidence, man.
Is it?
Yes, I do. I think it was a coincidence.
Okay. Once, twice is a coincidence. Okay, so
he didn't beat Bobby Lashley.
The Rock, Kofi, Big E, Bobby. Yes, he didn't technically pin Bobby, but Bobby still lost his title. Granted, yes, he's still, he does have a legitimate injury, and I do hope he does recover.
Yeah, they're talking 4 months, man.
But my whole thing is, why if he had this injury, if y'all knew he had this injury, why put the title on somebody who's injured? Number one.
I think he got injured in that match. So they had already put the title on him, and he got injured in that match with Brock.
I'm just tired. During Black History Month, the same wound, the same wound slave. It's irritating because Brock says something like something along the lines like, well, we can't, these new kids can't get over. Okay, these new kids can't get over because you're back every fucking 365 days. So you can't say that these people don't have the ability to get over when these old ass men are stuck in the state of nostalgia. That's why we always have Goldberg every other 10 months, and then you coming back every other 11. Now, granted, I like this Brock Lesnar this time around. Yeah. I like Brock Lesnar this time around, but at this point, you can't say that these people don't know how to get over it. These people don't know how to get over because people don't get the chance to get over. Because you know why? They get pushed to the side, like AJ Styles, like Bobby Lashley. They, like everybody except for the creep, Austin Theory. They get put aside for you.
Yeah.
You can't sit.
I was gonna say what Jonathan was about to say.
But this is what I'm saying. You can't sit here and say, "Oh, these people don't know how to get over it." Okay, but how would you know if you know how to get over it or not if you're always in the picture?
So
It
I'll
just
read
so
what Jonathan.
happens to come back. You go ahead and read it. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
I have it in my way.
No, it's all good. It's all good. Jonathan said, "Well, that's not the old guy's fault. Blame management for even thinking about bringing them back." I agree with half of that. I agree with it's not the old guy's fault or the older wrestler's fault. I think if the reason that management keeps having to bring them back is because the younger stars are not getting over. Like it. Okay,
But why are the younger stars not getting over?
I honestly, I think
You
it has
can't.
to do. It's a
You
mixture of
can't.
creative, but then they also have to blame themselves. It's not just creative.
But can you really blame them if creative doesn't give them the time or the opportunity or the space to? Now you
Yeah.
can say like, oh, this person gets time and it didn't really work out, so we gotta, it was Vince McMahon said, Charlotte Flair, like, you can't the Queen of Soul, Aretha Franklin. Sorry, that's so funny to me.
Oh man.
That's a piece of rhythm. But
Yeah.
you can't say that, it's all of oh child. You can't say it's because
It's starting.
you can't say it's because of the younger talent if the younger talent is not given the proper, space to get over or try to get over. And you're
Yeah.
not writing stuff that allows them to get over. You trying to give them shit and make it turn into manure, to grow some shit, and
Mhm.
it doesn't work because you're not good at what you do. And then I'm not talking about the wrestlers, I'm talking about the writers. You're not
Yeah.
good at what you do. You're stuck in 1995. You're stuck in 1986. You're stuck in the past, and you think because a lot of the older generation who don't get new shit are stuck in the past, and they aren't, giving room for growth and for new shit because they're still stuck into their, the attitude era. And, they're
Yeah.
still stuck in the reign of terror that red and yellow racists put us through.
Yikes.
And fuck him. Dead now
Yeah.
forever. Nobody Hogan, we acknowledge this here. But
Yeah.
it's you can't say that these young people don't know how to get over if the younger talent is giving shit, and
Yeah.
you expect him to work with that stupid shit that you give them. And
I
then
Mhm. Go
I'm
ahead. I'm
sorry, just
sorry.
one more thing, Mike. I'm sorry.
Mhm.
And then when those people do get over by themselves, not in a way through the writers or a way through Vince
Yeah.
or to Bruce Pritchard, when they get over on their own, then it's a problem.
Yeah.
You can't say you can't. I'm sorry, Mike. One more
No,
thing.
go ahead. Go ahead. Do your thing. Do your
You
thing.
can't say that these younger talent don't put can't get over because there's a few people that can get over and that will get over, but for the fact that they got over not on the writer's terms, they get pushed out or pushed down or get out of the card. And you can't say that these people don't know how to get over when they can, but they just don't get over with what you write because what you write is shit. But they get over on their own terms, and then you knock them down or take them off TV. You
Mhm.
can't say that these people don't know how to get over when they can get over, but the problem is they don't know how to get over with the bullshit you write.
Okay.
Okay, I'm
Um.
done. I'm sorry, man. Go ahead.
No, it's fine. I was just gonna read Jonathan's comment here. But management will lose faith in younger stars that they give an opportunity to and don't get over. Example, Reggie. He's not a major star, but he's kind of over with the story he's in. Reggie's
Is
never
it?
gonna get over with the. He's never. I'm gonna say Reggie's never gonna get over in a 24/7 title story because nobody cares about the 24/7 title, and nobody cares about what's going on with him and Dana Brooke. Sorry, Dana, but as long as it's revolving around a 24/7 title, that nobody's cared about that title in almost 3 years. Okay,
Did we
so
even care
like
about it when it first came out?
I had a little I had mild interest in it when it first came out because Mick Foley introduced it. and was like, all right, the last hour. Remember how Mick Foley introduced it? He said the last hour of Raw is going to be totally different, totally something we've never seen before. It's like, all right, Mick, I'm listening.
Because Mick tried.
He tried. He definitely
He tried hard.
And in like 2 weeks, it was already a joke. So you had all of the lower card talent running around like a chicken with his head cut off, trying to get this title. All of the talent, the catering, the catering staff just running around trying to get this title. Let's see. He's over in a comedic solo. Hold on, give me a second. He's over in a comedic sense of the word. Okay, I guess. I guess like Reggie's cool. Like I mean, Reggie's cool. Like I'm not gonna say.
I mean,
talented.
granted, I'm not
He's
gonna
talented.
lie. Reggie's talented. He used to be a crip. I ain't gonna fuck with him. But but Reggie.
Not care. I
The
just think it
title
was stupid.
Awful.
It was awful, but the story was just dumb.
Reggie has so much potential, and I'm just not even a knock on Reggie. I'm not gonna knock on Dana because they're doing what they can, but that title really doesn't do much. Honestly, it was entertaining when R-Truth at it because R-Truth was just making shit up as he went along.
R-Truth is hilarious. That's another reason why.
I-95, I-85.
That was awesome. That was awesome.
485, exit 54. Like, there's no exit 54 on I-45. But that's not the point. But I'm just saying, it's just like he did what we could with it. And R-Truth is funny. He's entertaining. And I'm not saying Reggie, let me scale back here. I'm not saying Reggie isn't entertaining because he does some amazing shit. But it's like, it's typical writing. Mm-hmm. It's typical WWE booking. If I was to steal your phrase, bro. And, it's typical WWE booking, and it's not good.
Yeah.
It's just not.
Yeah. I just full circle, before I forget though, as far as and this has been an argument that's been going on for like years and years and years about the talent getting over. I remember an interview that Randy Orton did a few years back when he was doing the whole thing with Jinder Mahal when Jinder became the WWE champion. And Randy's idea is like, no, we want these kids to get over because the more these kids get over, the less I have to go to Saudi Arabia or the less I have to work every house show because these kids aren't getting over. So he's like, if I can help Jinder Mahal or any one of the younger talents, I'm going to do it. He's like, in this age that I am now, he's like, I wasn't always like that. But now that I'm established and I'm over, my career is solidified. I don't need to win every match. He's like, I put Jinder over 3 times.
Yeah,
like, you know what I'm saying? So, he's like, in the first time I put him over clean. He hit me with a finish. Clean. So he's like, you want the younger talents to get over, but he's like, it does get to the point where like, okay, we give you the ball and you're not moving the needle. I'll give you another point. Right? WrestleMania 35. Me and V was there. And I think we mentioned this before. They put the title on literally everybody that everybody wanted to win. Right? Everybody that was saying, okay, we wanted Seth Rollins to beat Brock Lesnar. They gave us that. We wanted Kofi Kingston to beat Daniel Bryan or Bryan Danielson. As much of a Bryan Danielson fan as I was, the Kofi moment meant something to me. It meant something to V. It meant something to a lot of people. They put the title on Kofi. Everybody wanted Becky Lynch to beat Ronda Rousey. She beat her, kind of. And won the women's championship in the main event. They literally gave us all 3 main events that we wanted the outcomes, what the outcomes to be. They gave us that. And the ratings went right down. And I said it, and I think I said it to UV, and I think I said it to a couple other people. That right there gave Vince enough like of a mindset. All right, screw what they want because they don't know what they want. If they really wanted this, and if they knew what they wanted, the ratings wouldn't be going down right after we put the title on everybody that they wanted to win. Kofi was champion for 6 months, right? I don't remember anything major happening with SmackDown in those 6 months. He had a good run, 6-month run, and then we know what happened and how it ended. It was a good run.
I mean, we also have to take into consideration when it comes to Kofi that a lot of wrestling fans are racist, and a lot of y'all showed your asses today. But that's neither here nor there. But no, actually, it is here. It's also there. So it's like,
I
yeah,
agree, Jonathan. Sorry.
we wanted Becky to win, but y'all wanted Becky to win. I didn't want none of those people in the match. That's neither here nor there. Yeah, you know how I felt about that. But anyway, people wanted Kofi to win. I've been waiting for Kofi to win.
Yeah.
During WrestleMania 35. And it's just like, okay, he wins, and then y'all don't. He's had good defenses. He had
Yeah.
good
No.
matches, and it's just like you're not writing him decent enough
Anything good.
storyline
Yeah.
for people to care.
Yeah.
So this goes back to the writing. It's like Kofi did what he could. Excuse me, with his reign, and that's how I felt. With Big E, he did the best he could with his reign.
Big
He
E's
was
run
out
was
here he was doing he was doing mainstream shit.
yeah.
So I'm just confused. What was the fucking point?
Yeah.
Even with Bianca's reign, we had that historic match,
Mm-hmm.
and I stand by this. It was just like, oh, okay, well, let's give the nigger something. That's really how I feel. I don't care. I don't care. That's really how I feel.
Well, Sasha
And,
was champion, all right. I don't know about that one with Bianca because Sasha was already champion.
okay, so this is what I mean. It's like, oh, we have Sasha and we have Bianca. Alicia. We have Jazz, Jacqueline. And you say like 3 or 4 champions.
Yeah.
Out of a lineage of 50 or so odd white women.
Yeah.
It's not what it is. But my issue with Bianca's reign was honestly how it ended, because I don't, like I said, I don't think that Becky, and I've said this before and I've said it again. Becky didn't need, if Bianca would have won clean. Excuse me, if Bianca would have lost clean in like a lengthy match, I wouldn't have had a problem with it. The problem was the 26 seconds.
But that is the reason they did it. That right there. You saying you wouldn't have had a problem with a full match and Bianca losing clean. They wanted you to have a problem with it. That was the whole point of it. That they wanted, because if Becky had explained this, if she would have went out there and had a whole match with Bianca and just beat her clean, she would have had no heat. Like it wouldn't have been, her heat came with beating Bianca in 26 seconds. And that's why she said that's why they did it that way, because the plan was to get all of the heat on Becky, because she knew when she came back she was gonna get cheered. You know what I'm saying? So instead of her getting cheered, people were gonna be so upset that she beat Bianca in 26 seconds that the idea is when Bianca finally does beat her at WrestleMania, it'll mean something. So that I get what you're saying, but there was definitely a reason that they did it the way that they did it. And you kind of just said it by saying that you wouldn't have had a problem with it. You were supposed to have a problem with it. That was the whole point about it.
I mean, you can say that, and then it's like, okay, let it play out. And I think this is just the PTSD as a black wrestling fan.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, Sasha loses. Let's see how it plays out. Nothing. Kofi loses. Let's see how it plays out. Nothing.
We knew that wasn't gonna, but I knew I knew that Kofi was never getting that.
I'm just saying in general. Big E loses. Okay, let's see how it plays out. Nothing. And it's just like,
again, Big E. I didn't think he was getting the title back either.
It's kind of hard to have faith when it comes to booking black talent.
Yeah.
Hard to have that faith because, like, oh, there's always non-black wrestling fans. Like, let's see how it plays out, and then nothing.
Yeah.
It just worked with Bianca this time because Bianca is so over. And let's go ahead and move forward.
We're gonna go to Raw. We're gonna go to Raw since we're things are gonna get easier.
Is it? As we talk about Raw.
No, it's not. I tried.
Wait a minute, Mike. What would you rate Elimination Chamber?
Oh, yeah. Let's get that off.
Got what we do?
Yeah, right. I'm trying to see if I like hated anything on the show.
Oh, I did.
I don't think I hated anything. I guess I'll give it a a begrudgingly 2 count. I'll give it a 2 count. I didn't think it was terrible.
Okay, go ahead and keep that up there. I'm gonna have to agree.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't think it was terrible. And Bianca won, so like that also helps out. And Roman Reigns put Goldberg to sleep, which is always nice to see. So
get him out! Get him out!
All right, so let's go to Monday Night Raw. We are not recapping the whole show, but okay. So all right, Brock Lesnar opens up the show. He's in a cowboy hat, as he's been in, and he's going around taking pictures with the fans and slapping hands with people as he's walking to the ring. I'm like, who is this? What is this? Which again, V mentioned it earlier. I do like this Brock Lesnar. This incarnation of Brock Lesnar. I like this. Paul Heyman comes out, cuts a little promo. Apparently, Brock is going to defend his title at Madison Square Garden March 5th. I will not be watching it just because I'm going to be DJing that night. If you guys are in the New York City area, feel free to look at my Instagram for more information on where I'm going to be at March 5th. We have a rum punch party that I am DJing at. Yeah. It's a.
I can't wait to have y'all taste my rum punch. But that's neither here nor there.
Yeah, well, yeah, but Brock is defending the title, and they said it's gonna be against Bobby Lashley if he's able to compete. I don't think he will. So, what did you think about the opening segment? Oh yeah, he called Paul Heyman today.
Can I be real?
Yeah,
can I be Sherilyn? Got to be real.
Yeah.
I tapped out of Raw. And I let y'all know. I said this on Twitter. Let me know when Bianca Belair comes on. So I only watched the match with Bianca Belair.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. There was more to the show than that, but okay.
I mean, I give Bianca Belair alone a 3 count,
but okay. Well, other than the opening segment, we had Rhea versus Nikki again. It was quick. Rhea beat Nikki. Thankfully, hopefully this is over. Where does Rhea go from here? I don't know who she faces at WrestleMania. I don't know what it's looking like. It's probably going to be a multi-woman match of some sort for her. We'll see. But I don't know. Trying to think of what else happened. Street Profits lost to Otis and Gable.
I definitely was watching that then.
Yeah. Our tag team champions. And a match was set up for later that night. It was going to be RK Bro versus Rollins and KO. If Rollins and KO win, they are added to the tag team title match that is going to take place between RK Bro and Gable and Otis. Alpha Academy. There we go. Alpha Academy. For the Academy. No? Doing it for the Academy? No? Okay. Don't boo education. But anyway, actually I'd rather enroll in Chase U, but that's a whole nother
I mean TPH, but you know.
Yeah, anyway, let's keep going here. Bianca had a segment with Becky Lynch before she had a match with Piper.
That I didn't watch.
Okay. So Bianca cut a really good promo. Becky came out there and Becky's been doing some good work. Becky comes out there and says, I love Lita. Okay, I love Lita. You see what I had to do to Lita? Think about what I'm gonna do to somebody I despise. Yeah, I despise you. And Bianca's facial expressions is just so great. And I think she even got when Becky said, you know what? I don't blame you, Bianca. I blame them. They turned on me No, she did blame Bianca. She was like, "I blame you for them turning on me." And Bianca got one of these, and if you watching the video, you can kind of see like she got one of those in there, and it was really quick. And I was like, "Nah, she did, yeah, she did, she did." Because Becky sounds delusional, but it was it was great because I like the dynamic between Bianca and Becky. I think they're gonna tear it down at WrestleMania, and I thought this was a strong segment. What did you think about this in ring between Becky and
I really liked it. You know, Bianca.
Bianca?
No, we're not doing that. Bianca is baby facing so well.
She is.
And you know, I think that Becky is a better delusional heel.
Yeah.
That's all shade to Nikki.
Mm.
But it's I see where they're going with this. I personally hope that Becky loses in 25 seconds.
I think they're gonna work a full match, man. They're gonna
I don't
have
think
to.
so. I don't think so. But we'll get there. When we get to the WrestleMania predictions, then
Okay.
we'll go ahead and give our full predictions. But I really like the whole Bianca and Becky back and forth. I think that they're both really strong in the mic, and Bianca is the fucking star, which brings us to the match between her and Piper Niven coming up for the drop.
Who we saw this match 100 times already at this point, and they have really good chemistry. It's always a good match. I didn't have a problem watching it again, but it's just so frustrating sitting there watching rematch after rematch every single week.
I agree.
It's repetitive. It's boring.
I agree, but I will say this.
You can read it.
I would not be mad at Bianca Belair. Whoa, hey, I can read. I would not be mad at the Bianca Belair squash match beating Becky. That's what I'm saying. I want that. If we get it, sure. If we don't, fine. It's fine.
Then they gotta open the show if they're doing that. They can't close the show with that. They would have to open the show with
I will
that.
love them to open the show. That's fine.
Yeah.
I would get
that'd be a pretty cool way to start the show.
To be quite honest, but Bianca and Piper, that match, you know, we know how this is gonna end, but Piper is so good, and I want y'all to put some respect on her name because she can literally make anybody look like a star. She is what the anti-vax Nia Jax should have been.
Yeah.
And and she's just so good at what she does. And every time I see her, I'm just like, she's gonna be. And I said this in the beginning, she's going to be champion one day. Now, is this going to be a rematch between her and Bianca? Does she beat Bianca? I don't know. Does she beat Rhea? I don't know. I think that down the line, maybe if not in 2022, but in 2023, Piper Niven will be a champion.
Okay, I can see it.
Because she moves, she's so fluid in the ring. And I think that's what I love. I think that's what I love about her is that she's so fluid in the ring. You know,
she's very good.
People, you know, because she is a bigger girl, you know, people have this preconceived notion about bigger wrestlers, whether male or female, where we've seen people like Keith Lee, you know, move fast, and you know, Piper, and you know, even if we want to take it back, Vader, you know, Bam Bam Bigelow. We've seen bigger wrestlers move so Futuko Scorpio. We've seen bigger wrestlers move so fluently in the ring that it feels like second nature. When I see Piper, I see someone that moves like a second nature to her.
Yeah.
That's why I think maybe not now. Maybe she beats Bianca, or maybe after the summer. You know, I'm sure Bianca and Rhea is the end game for the summer. if that's not the case, and if we run back NXT UK with Piper and Rhea,
Yeah.
whatever it ends up being, I know it's going to be good because Piper makes people look better than what they are. And I'm not saying Bianca is not good. I'm not that she can elevate
Yeah.
literally everyone she's in the ring with. She did it with Zelina.
Mm-hmm.
Zelina's was already Zelina's was anything but Zelina. With Zelina, she makes everybody she's in the ring with look good, and that's what
Yeah.
you want out of a bigger wrestler. You want something like that can make anybody else, regardless of their size, look good in the ring. That's how you do it. I think Piper is the future champion, and we can go ahead and stand that.
Yeah.
After Bianca, but
Yeah.
Piper is the future champion.
Yeah, I can't really say anything else. Great match between these two. Great show of strength. Great KOD. After she got her up, I couldn't tell what Piper was saying to Bianca, like while she had her in the air, but I'm sure she's saying something to her.
Still
eh,
dropping.
yeah,
Don't be me like, bitch, wait.
yeah, yeah.
No, but
But
seriously, go ahead. I'm sorry, Mike. My bad.
no. I was just gonna say it was a great segment, and that was pretty much it. Becky was on commentary. Becky's great on commentary.
Yeah.
Very entertaining. And we had a stare down, and that was the segment.
And we can go ahead and retire the red and yellow races versus Andre, and we can go ahead and retire that. We can let that go. A
Yeah,
lot of you need to let that go.
yeah.
Yeah, let it go. Mhm.
I'll tell you what I won't let go. Edge's promo from this past Monday night. But before I get to Edge's promo, I skipped over the Mrs. segment.
Oh God.
So yeah, I got it. I'm gonna talk about both segments here.
I'm leaving.
You're leaving?
No, I'm leaving.
Is Logan Paul there?
I'm not subjected to this.
Legendary. Yeah. Edge is he's on a different level. Miz did Miz TV. I'm gonna break this down really quickly. He teased Cody Rhodes, okay, and didn't deliver Cody. He instead of Cody, he gave us Logan Paul. Now I have thoughts on this.
If you were gonna disappoint us, you can disappoint us like literally any other way.
Yeah.
Except that.
And he mentioned the word dashing on purpose. He was like,
he did do dashing.
A fighting family. He's very dashing. I'm like, all right, like you don't.
I knew it wasn't gonna be Cody. I knew it wasn't.
That's tonight. I mean, not on Monday Night Raw.
I knew it was gonna be Cody. I'm not gonna say it, but like I was expecting Cody. No, I wasn't expecting Cody, but I wasn't expecting the same person that decided to make videos about a suicide forest and actually showed somebody hanging, in Japan. I wasn't expecting that. I wasn't expecting, racist ass Logan Paul. I wasn't expecting that, but it's not giving me, racist, rapist. Everybody can fly free transphobes. We got a transphobe in the main event. So it's whatever.
I'll talk to Rhonda. Okay, I'll get this whole thing settled and figured out. But anyway. Oh my, yeah, I know. I don't think Logan Paul actually wrestles at WrestleMania. I think he gets attacked beforehand or something like that, and that leads to Cody coming out. That's one scenario I have in my mind. Another scenario is something else I was thinking about, and somebody else might have said it as well, about Seth Rollins, but I will get there. Or even Edge. And that's my next point here.
I was also hearing that Dominic Mysterio gets taken out and gets replaced by Bad Bunny.
Gets replaced by who? You kind of cut
Bad Bunny.
Oh, Bad Bunny. I have to check to see what his tour. He's on tour right now, so I have to see what his dates look like for WrestleMania. I wouldn't mind that. That's fine. I wouldn't mind that. Bad Bunny has impressed every time he's been out there, so I wouldn't be mad about that. But let's go to Edge. Edge cuts this great promo, and that's one of the only things I'm gonna really recommend besides the Bianca and Becky stuff to watch from Monday Night Raw. Edge is very, very good at promos. He's just still like he knows where the hard camera is. He knows how to sell his face. He knows the money is in his face. Okay, his emotion, and I believe every word that's coming out of Edge's mouth when he speaks. 3 count for Edge. I definitely agree.
Yeah.
Edge comes out there and says, if you want to live forever, if you want to be phenomenal,
whoa,
there's the line. If you want to be
there
phenomenal,
it is. He said the thing. He said the thing.
Yes, he said, I can't. The ring lighting was epic. Yeah, it was. Everything was just on point for Edge's whole promo segment. But he named a couple of things. He also said a line. I don't know if you caught it. About being undeniable.
Yep.
And if you guys remember,
yep, go ahead.
It was a promo, I believe, from 2019, I think, from Cody.
Yep.
And he had said went from undesirable to ungoddamn deniable. And that was his quote. I think that was a subtle tease also. I do, however, feel like it will be AJ Styles. I think that is the match.
That's fine.
But it could be Cody. It could be Cody. We'll see. Have they? But I was trying to think. They probably worked before. I think they have because they both was in WWE at the same time. And Edge retired in 2011, which would mean that Cody was already there. Cody started wrestling on television in like 07.
Mm-hmm.
And I think they were on the same brand.
Mm-hmm.
No, Cody was on Raw because he was with Randy and the Legacy stuff. I would pop. I'm not gonna. I started reading it and I read the rest of it. You guys can just read it.
Ooh, Jonathan,
I hear you.
Needs to be blocked. No, I'm just kidding. I will pop my drawers off for Cody.
I think that'd be awesome, especially Cody at this level, Edge at this level. I think it would be awesome. But I'm also hearing things about Seth Rollins not having a match because Owens is going to be involved allegedly with Stone Cold Steve Austin in some way, shape, or form. I don't think we're getting a match. I do, however, think it is going to be a segment. He's burying Texas every week. Come on. And even on Twitter, KO is so great. A fan asked him on Twitter, what do you think about Victoria, Texas? As we know, Stone Cold is from Victoria, Texas, or is built from Victoria, Texas. He said, it seems like a lame place, whoever came out of there. So there you go. And then even today on Twitter, I think Kevin said something about a beer bash or something like that. And he said, beer's horrible. Like, I mean, he's working this. And I think that I don't think Kevin will be doing this every week if they didn't have Austin doing something with him at WrestleMania. So I'm all for it, but that leaves Seth Rollins open. Is that Cody's match? We don't know. We don't know. There's a couple of ways they could go with this. So, and speaking of Seth Rollins, he was in the main event. It was Seth Rollins. Give me 1 second here before I continue. Jonathan says, wait. I'm waiting. I can see Seth and KO winning the tag team titles on Raw and Stone Cold costing me. You're making me laugh. I can see KO and Seth winning the tag team titles on Raw and Stone Cold costing them the titles at WrestleMania. I'm thinking about it. It's not a bad idea.
When you really think about it, I don't think that Stone Cold's gonna have a full match.
No.
I think he's gonna, arrive, raise hell, and then leave. Which is fine.
Interestingly enough, the house shows after WrestleMania on Sunday have been branded as WWE Sunday Stunner, is what they're calling their house shows after WrestleMania. Maybe nothing, it may be something.
don't know.
So exactly. So we'll see. I that's a good thought, Jonathan. I'm just trying to. I think we'll have more on it as WrestleMania gets closer. That way, Austin didn't have to wrestle, could keep the storyline alive, and crowd will pop. But the thing is, eventually, you're gonna need a payoff. So eventually, if Austin were to do that, people are now gonna want to see. They're gonna want to see Kevin Owens versus Stone Cold Steve Austin at that point.
Yeah.
And if Austin can't wrestle, it's kind of like no payoff there.
Yeah.
So I think a more likely story is Rollins has another opponent. Owens goes out and tears down Texas. The glass breaks. Okay, we get an in-ring segment with Stone Cold and KO. We get a little physicality, and that's the end of the Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens gets stunned.
Maybe an open challenge like Kevin Owens.
Okay, I can see that too. I can see that too.
That
That we don't actually get a match. Like it's more like a segment more than a match. Like I could see that happening. You know, I could definitely see that happening.
I'm just thinking about Stone Cold's history with injuries and stuff like that.
Yeah. Well, he can still do a stunner. I mean, but as far as anything else, I don't know. Too obvious. It's the WWE, pal.
Yeah, but, just like how Michael Jackson said it was blood on the dance floor, there is coke on the dance floor.
Okay,
and I'm pretty sure that it'll be as obvious as you think. I don't know. This is why we're never gonna be on TV.
What if it happens, it happens. Seth Rollins and KO defeat RK Bro in the main event, so they are now added to the tag team triple threat in 2 weeks on Monday Night Raw. Where's Raw in 2 weeks? I think it's in Ohio somewhere.
Is it?
Yeah. I think they're in Columbus next week and in Cleveland the week after.
Alexa? We're gonna see Alexa.
Yeah. I can still wait, and can still throw a right hand and stomp a motor hole. Yeah, I think he can wrestle as long as he doesn't take bumps. But then, like, I hear you, but it wouldn't be him. Like, I guess you could work a match without him taking a bump. Yeah. I guess you could do that. And I think Austin can take a bump without like messing up his neck. Austin said a few years ago that if he wanted to wrestle,
by Becky. Remember?
Oh yeah. I do remember that.
They take a stunner by Becky.
Yeah, Austin said that if he wanted to wrestle, technically he could. He said that he is technically cleared to do it, but Undertaker did it with AJ. They did the Boneyard match thing though. I mean, I don't think it was that Undertaker couldn't take any bumps. I think they just because Undertaker, remember that year, Undertaker wanted to work in front of a live audience. They changed it last minute. So the plan was Undertaker to go out there and wrestle an actual match with AJ Styles. But actually, them doing the Boneyard match worked out. It was much better than probably a match in the middle of the ring. So, yeah, I mean, Undertaker's a little bit of a different situation because I think he can still take a bump if need be. I don't know about Austin, but and Undertaker is going into the Hall of Fame this year. Expected it's Texas. Who goes in with him? Since we're on it. Hold on.
You know what?
Hold that thought. No, I mean the Lights Out Chokeslam. I believe that was a Blood Money show. Lights Out Chokeslam.
Ooh.
What happened? Wait, I don't remember that.
I wouldn't know because this is my first Blood Money show.
I missed some of the Blood Money shows, so I don't remember that one. Just refresh my memory, John. But what were you saying, V?
Who joins them? So just thinking about it, I can't really say off the top of my head.
Gotcha, John.
Just thinking, thinking from a woman aspect, maybe Michelle McCool.
Yeah.
Even though there are other women that should be in before her.
I think it's got to be Mickey this year.
There's Mickey, there's Victoria, or Lisa. Maybe Sable finally getting a nod. I doubt that, but
You just want to
maybe
hit a wow. That's all
I,
you
you
want.
know,
That's all you want to.
I
That's all
just
you
want to
want.
hear it. I know. I mean, I just want to hear it. But I'm just thinking of other women. There's Melina. I
Yeah,
think there's so many other women that should go in before Michelle McCool. But then
yeah.
again, Beth Phoenix came before a whole lot of other people that should have
Beth's
been
in the
there.
Hall of
But
Fame.
yeah, I'm not. I'm
Yeah.
just saying, Beth happened before a lot of people that should have went in before
Oh,
she
yeah,
should have.
yeah.
But
I think because they thought she was like retired and wouldn't wrestle again.
I mean, when you think about it, maybe the woman this year, because McIntyre is going in, probably Michelle McCool.
Mm.
It's the politics is like, oh, let's both of us get inducted in the same year. And I'm not saying that Michelle McCool doesn't have a Hall of Fame career. She does,
Yeah.
but like I said, there's other people that should be in before her. China should be in by herself. Um,
Yes, Jackie is in.
No, Jackie isn't. Yes, Jackie
Yes.
isn't. She is from Texas. I see
Yeah.
where you were going with that, but Jackie,
Yeah.
what?
Jackie is in. Yeah.
Jackie is in. I think Melina, Mickey. Yeah, Mickey should
I
get
think
that.
Mickey's
You
the
know,
right choice there for this
Mickey is
year.
the right choice. Mickey, maybe Melina, Victoria. I'm just thinking of people from that golden era, if you
Yeah.
will,
Yeah.
of women's wrestling. Um, people that I think of before I think of Michelle McCool, and that's no shade to Michelle at all,
Yeah.
because she's talent. She was stupid talented,
Yeah. Yeah.
and
Definitely.
as good as what she is, as good as what she did. Excuse me. And China should be in by herself. If Sunny could lay it low and spread it wide on Skype,
Yikes. Yikes.
you know, you
Yeah.
know, it, there should be no excuse about, well, if my daughters were to, look up China and see a porn, well, Google Uncle X Pac, they can see the same thing. And it's just like, I think there's a whole bunch of other women that should go in before Michelle McCool. However, that's not really how the WWE whole thing goes. It's all about who Vince likes.
Yeah.
So
Yes. Politics.
it's WWE Hall of Fame is full of politics. So,
Yeah, of course.
is it going to be Michelle McCool? Probably. Who it should be? Maybe Mickey James.
Mm.
Maybe Victoria. You know,
I could
but
see Mickey or Lisa Victoria.
honestly, before any of those women go in, who should go is the one and the only, the first lady, Miss Elizabeth. But I'm
Miss Elizabeth's
pretty
not in the Hall of Fame?
she's not. But if I'm not mistaken, her family is like absolutely not.
Oh, okay, so
And I
then I understand that.
see,
Yeah.
I can understand that.
Yeah.
But honestly, if it was up to King V, before anybody else goes in, Miss Elizabeth goes in first, and then we can do Sable, and then we can do Mickey.
Is Sherry Martell in there?
Yes,
Okay. All right.
yes,
Okay. All right.
yeah. I was about to say I would be pissed if Sherry Martell wasn't, but she is. She got See, that's what you get, Jonathan.
Yeah, see,
Um,
going using your Googles.
but I believe Sherry Martell was inducted in 2007, the year that she died. Ironically, I believe,
Wow.
or the year before she died. I think
Mm.
she was either. I think she died in 2007. I think she was inducted in 2006. And somebody please correct me if I'm incorrect.
Mm.
The Warrior Worship or the Shad. I'm
It should
surprised.
have been with the Shad. Rename it the Shad Gaspard Award.
Yeah, because Warrior was an awful person. He was a
Right.
racist and a homophobe and anything phobe or ist. You go ahead and just slide that into Ultimate Warrior. I don't care how his widow feels. But
Jonathan says the year before.
the year before she died. Yeah. So yes, because it wasn't the same. Was it the same year as Eddie Guerrero? Because I believe she died in 2006.
Then yeah. Because Eddie
So
went
yeah,
in.
Sherry Martell is in. She should be in. But just thinking about other women, if and no shade to the Bellas. If the Bellas are in, there's no reason why. people like Miss Elizabeth and Victoria. So
Well, the bar used to be the bar, not Cesaro and Sheamus. The bar used to be if Coco
hi.
Beware.
Okay, well, we're not gonna do Coco Beware now
Okay.
because a former president is in the Hall of Fame.
You're right. The crazy thing is, I was at the Hall of Fame induction. It was the same year that Mick went in, Trish went in. It was a big Hall of Fame though. Mick Foley went in, Trish Stratus went in, Bruno Sammartino went in. I was actually
Mhm.
just talking to my pops about this, that I literally was there, and even back then, we're referring to Donald Trump. Even back then, Trump got booed out of Madison Square Garden, and this was before any type of like political run or anything like that.
I mean, because we knew he was a racist, and that's on the exonerated 5. But yeah, I
Okay,
remember
well,
her hugging Vicky on stage. So yes, so she probably did go in 2005, the same year as Eddie, and then she died in 2006,
mm,
which is fucking wild when you really think about it. A lot
yeah,
of these wrestlers don't even get to see 60.
yeah, it's true.
Um,
Okay, we're gonna have a real conversation here. Does Umaga deserve a Hall of Fame induction? And
um,
I don't want to talk about of course, God rest the dead, and I don't want to say anything that's gonna be offensive to his family. I'm simply talking about Umaga the character as a professional wrestler. Does Umaga deserve to be in the Hall of Fame? Because I've seen this question before. Personally, no,
yikes.
I don't think so. I
I'm
don't think so.
I'm also gonna agree with you, Mike.
Yeah.
Also gonna say no.
I don't think his
Um,
career merited a Hall of Fame induction. But
I don't
again, a lot of
I
people
don't think
that
so. Also,
yeah.
now was he good at what he did? Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
not gonna deny his talent. Was his WWE career warranted of a Hall of Fame induction? No, but there's quite a few people whose WWE careers really merit a Hall of
I
Fame
agree.
induction.
I agree.
But do I think that he should be in? Maybe not now. I
Yeah.
don't think at all. No shade,
Yeah.
but
We're
I
not
don't
shading
think
him at all.
now. APA, yes.
Yeah. As a tag team, definitely.
Despite of how I feel about Bradshaw,
Well,
yes,
I mean, both are already in the Hall of Fame
absolutely,
separately.
yeah.
Separately. So
Should they be
and
in
William
the
Regal
tag
without
team?
question.
Oh, what the fuck? He's a bad.
I, I
But
just want to see him have the brass knuckles just sitting like when
just
he gets it just
going to
right
the
there.
left.
Yeah.
No, but when
The
you
Steiner
really think
brothers as
about it,
well. Yes. Yeah.
yes, I also agree. But do I think that Umaga has had a whole good career? No shade, but no. Um,
Right.
I think if he would have had a little bit more time on the main roster, I could probably say if he would have been world champion, I think you could say his career warranted a Hall of Fame induction. A Page, no, no,
Okay.
and that's
That
no
was
shade.
easy. Yeah.
The,
No
the,
shade, but that
and
yeah, that
that's
was
no
easy.
shade.
Just
I
because I don't
think.
think Paige is done, by the way. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think
Thank you.
Paige is
I'm
gonna
so
run again.
glad that
Yeah.
I see you, you see me,
Yeah.
we see each other.
I think
Okay.
Paige is trying very hard to come back.
I think
So
she's trying to come back, and I think us and Paige are the same age,
yeah.
so I might be a year older than she is, but you know, she is young enough to have another run. So
Yeah.
I don't think Paige, I don't think Paige is going to the Hall of Fame career. Like I said, if I honestly any other woman, it Miss Elizabeth first.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, if you can have Sunny in there,
She was a big part of the '90s. I get why
if
she's
you
in
can
there,
have
but
Sunny in there, okay,
most downloaded woman of the '90s, apparently,
that
or
ain't
something
got
like that.
nothing to do with me because my hormones weren't active around
Okay.
that.
I'm
But
just giving you a
it
stat here.
and honestly, Sable should have won it before Sunny.
Yeah.
But due to the alleged sexual assault, in which if I was Brock, I wouldn't be working with someone and my wife accused of sexual assault. But that's neither here nor there. Um, Carlito, no, not yet.
Yeah, I
But
don't.
when you think of it,
Carlito's a great wrestler. I just want
oh,
to put that out
fantastic.
there. Yeah.
When you really think of the class, you can't really say who's gonna be going in because honestly, it's up to Vince McMahon. It's up to who he likes. Let me from Motorhead. You know what?
Yeah,
I'm not gonna sit here and say that he hasn't contributed. I mean, time to play the game.
oh my God, one of the
You know,
best theme songs ever.
let's be real. Let me from Motorhead should be in the celebrity.
Mhm.
I
And
would
the
not
King
have
of
a
Kings theme song.
yes. So I wouldn't
Yeah,
have a problem with that, but speculating who's going to be a Hall of Fame can't really say because politics.
yeah. It's
Politics.
whoever Vince wakes up that day and says, you know what, we'll put this person in today.
And next thing you
Yeah.
know, he's like, who's going to be a celebrity? The Queen of Soul, Aretha Franklin. And I just wanted to say that again.
I know.
Aretha Franklin.
What WrestleMania was that?
Two,
Yeah,
one. The
it might have
earlier
been.
one before we
Yeah,
were born. I think she was the. I think it was the first one.
or it might be. Yeah, it might be
For
the
those
first
who are
one.
younger, excuse me, for those who are older than Mike and I, no shade, y'all, but
Yeah.
for those who are a little bit older, let us know. But honestly, we can't really predict the Hall of Fame,
Yep.
and it's hard because there's a lot of people whose careers are worthy of a Hall of Fame induction that we won't get at all or won't
Yeah.
get yet. Because if I'm not mistaken, Dwayne and Black Sometimes Johnson isn't in, and
Like,
I'm pretty
yo.
sure. I'm pretty sure. I said what I said. I'm pretty sure that I think it's next year supposed to be Hollywood.
Yeah.
That would be perfect time for him.
That's exactly the one we're going to. Well, hopefully, hopefully, I want to go to the one in LA.
Oh shit! Remind
Yeah.
me.
Yes.
Remind me.
Yeah. Definitely want to go to the one in LA.
Yeah.
I swear years get
agree.
taken off my life every time. That's the Aretha Franklin.
Aretha Franklin. Because
Oh
it's not
man.
funny, but it is. But no, but when you really think about it, it's really all about who Vince likes.
Yeah, it is. It's always been that way.
He would put himself in the Hall of Fame. I'm pretty sure he won't.
I don't think he would. That's the crazy. I don't think
Probably
Vince would ever.
after he,
Yeah. Well, Vince is probably gonna live to be 170,
Ooh,
but
evil lives forever.
yeah. Well,
no, but when you really think about it, it's just like, when you think about people who should be in, who isn't, it's like, well, anybody could fucking be in. I might as well put Gilbert in that shit. Like,
I would pop.
I thought Batista was already in.
Hold on. Do you think Batista would accept the Hall of Fame induction? Is he not in?
I thought he was put in this. If somebody once again, please correct this if wrong. I believe he was the same induction the year that the Bellas went in. Which
yeah, I think Batista's in. Batista's in. I'm double checking, but Batista. I'm almost certain Batista's in.
If I'm not mistaken.
No, I think he went in with RVD and all of them.
So it's like you have a whole bunch of people that should be in the Hall of Fame. Once again, Miss Elizabeth, woman, woman, and woman alone.
Yeah, we hear you.
And people who have Charmel. You have people that you can put in. Even on the women's end, you have Sable, Ivory's in, Jackie's in. China should be in her by herself. And not that cop out DX one.
No, actually, Batista went in 2013. I'm sorry, but yes, 2013. No, no, wrong award.
Okay.
Sorry.
Oh wow,
wasn't
yeah.
No.
All right, Mike. See, this is why I said we're not journalists. But
right, yeah.
Not checking our source.
I'm double checking right now.
No, but when you think of Hall of Fame careers, Edge, of course, Christian's in. Christian's in, if I'm not mistaken. Is
Mm,
Christian in?
I don't think Christian's in.
I might be wrong then, but no, I'm just saying. When you think of people that should be in the Hall of Fame, you think of everybody that Gus likes,
Yeah.
and if he likes you, then you have a. If you liked me, I could be in the Hall of Fame next year. And it's like you never know because there's so many people whose careers were cut short. Careers who ended. Maybe because of other people that
Yeah.
already will be in the Hall of Fame. Is Evolution as a group in? No, and it shouldn't be, and I stand by that.
S- So
And
just to clarify, hold on, just to clarify,
to clarify,
um, Batista was inducted to the 2020 class with the
hmm
Bellas, NWO, JBL, British Bulldog, and Jushin Thunder Liger. However, he was unable to attend the event because he had previous obligations. So technically, he is in the Hall of Fame. He
he's
just
in the
never
Hall of
attended
Fame.
this.
He just
Yeah,
never attended. He was shooting Guardians of the Galaxy 3 shots, so you're Marvel nerds like me. But I'm pretty sure that he's in there. Whatever. It's so many other people that you can really think of that should
yeah,
be in the Hall of Fame that isn't, and it's just like it's politics. Politics when it comes to WWE, politics is the true winner of the game.
yeah, yeah. Um, I'm just double checking here again, but yes, it is. I'm getting this from I'm gonna cite my source here. Citing my source. This is what is this? Fightful. Fightful.com is where I'm
Okay.
getting this information. So, um, hold on. Why shouldn't wait? Hold on. Why shouldn't Evolution be in V?
Okay, so we usually
As a faction?
as
Definitely,
a
I think they should.
faction,
But okay, I mean, go ahead. I'll let you.
I don't think it's much to be revering over.
Mm,
It's like okay, Triple H and his perm, and then that crazy old man with Flair, and then young Randy Orton, and then Batista. I I can see the contributions that they've made, but I don't think them as a faction
mm.
should be Hall of Fame. Now, do I think that Randy Orton has a Hall of Fame career? Absolutely.
Oh, Randy's the first ballot holder. He's
Do I
going
think
into the Hall of Fame.
do I think that Rey Mysterio? Whoa.
Not that one.
I think he should be in the Hall of Fame also.
Yeah,
But
but he will be, I'm sure. But what about
do I think
Triple
that
A?
Batista, to get like separately? Oh, what about Triple H? I'm pretty sure Triple H is going to get that induction.
Triple
Maybe
H is
not
on.
now
Isn't he already in the Hall of Fame?
by himself. I mean,
Yeah. Well, there's time for that. I mean, I don't think he needs it though. He's already in. I think he's a two-time Hall of Famer, right?
he's in. No, DX, just DX.
Just DX.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
So it's like
Yeah.
okay, just DX. Fine. DX huge contribution. They changed the game.
Yeah.
Triple H, he is the game. So it's like okay,
Nice.
sure. Does he deserve one? Yeah, absolutely. He's had a Hall of Fame career.
Of course.
Hopefully he's feeling better. Um,
Yeah.
does he have a Hall of Fame career? Absolutely.
Yeah.
Does Evolution get in? No, I don't think it's necessary.
That's interesting. I think Evolution was one of the greatest factions that WWE's ever created. I mean,
You
you
think so?
have the yeah, you have somebody that's in his prime
Mm-hmm.
and Triple H at that
Mm-hmm.
point. You have a legend in Ric Flair, and you have the two young guys that's going to carry the company going forward, in Batista and Randy Orton, and both of them proved that they are Hall of Famers in their own right. So it's like I think that they had a great collection of people put together, all in one faction. I think it's one of the greatest factions WWE's ever done. So I mean that's just my opinion. He has his
Yeah,
opinion. I have my opinion.
yeah.
I thought it was a great faction. Now you can say what you want about Raw during that time period. from that 03 to 05
Ooh.
time period.
Shit.
But right, Evolution was a major part of the Ruthless Aggression era. I agree. I definitely think that, Evolution was say again?
It's a mystery.
Evolution is a mystery. Yeah. Definitely. I think Evolution should go in, but that's just my personal opinion. If they don't, then it is what it is. But we had a nice little talk about the Hall of Fame. It was actually more interesting than some of the stuff that's been going on on WWE television. Well played, yeah. Is there anything else we need to cover? NXT happened. Didn't watch the show yet because I was
NXT happened. A lot of you niggas really threw yourselves at the tracks over that white woman, Nikita.
The one with the fat. Yeah, okay.
Y'all should be ashamed of yourselves during Black History Month. But then again, y'all niggas love white women, so I guess.
Yeah.
So she wasn't that good. Anyway, NXT, sure, I guess. I mean, the girls were fighting a little bit. There was some back and forth between Carmelo Hayes and one half of that corny ass tag team, The Acclaimed. It is what it is.
Oh my god.
I
don't know why that was like news. I'm
that
like,
young
guys,
Butch decided that he was gonna shoot first. I'll tell you.
No, I saw it. I know what happened. I don't know why it was news at all. Like,
and then Carmelo Hayes was like, "I don't watch the YouTube show," which made me laugh.
Like, guys, they're working. Like, I don't.
Like,
why is this news? Like, they're working. Wrestlers are working. Like,
they're working. Don't work yourself.
And to be honest with you, like, Max was doing it first. Like, he did do the.
I don't care for him.
I know you don't, but facts are facts, and it was their thing. So it's like, all right, like
I mean, if you don't watch the show, you really.
But I think Carmelo does. That's the funny thing. That's the funny thing.
I don't know. I don't know these people worse. I did.
Yeah.
But y'all, a lot of y'all people did a lot, as per usual. Y'all did a lot, and it's mostly on the elite side. Y'all did a lot, and y'all need to like go outside and touch grass, touch your mailbox.
Wow.
Put your key in the ignition and just drive. Maybe and maybe if you don't have a car, get on your bike. Walk. And then jump and do a flip. And it's y'all do a lot when it comes to this. And I just also want to say that NXT had this Black History Month discussion spaces on Twitter, and it was a whole lot better than the first one because the first one had a lot of I don't see color or the coons. And this one was a whole lot better. Did a lot better.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well.
Yeah, at NXT
it out the way.
Cute or whatever. I didn't really care for it that much. I saw Lash Legends. Who I wanted to see.
We never rated Raw, by the way.
I tapped out of Raw. But I give Bianca Belair if you count. So it's 3. Let's see. 3 plus 0 is
carry
3.
to 1.
Divided by 2 is 1.5. So I give Raw 1 to count.
Okay. I'll give it a 2 count. Screw it. I'll give it a 2 count.
Unfortunately.
Is Mandy Rose still champ? As far as I know, yeah.
She is.
I watched.
Just go ahead and bring her up to the main roster. Bring Mandy back to the main roster. Give Carmella and Zelina another tag team to face.
3 count for Raw. I'm trying to see what do we get. Oh, Wait, or for Bianca's segment, I'm confused. Clarify that
Bianca
for us.
gets a 3 count, but 3 count. Please specify, Jonathan, because what the hell? Because I don't know if me and you watch the same Raw.
Oh, unless he's saying 3 count for Mandy still being champion. I can understand that. Man.
Oh,
I think I just got it.
It is Black History Month.
I think I just got it. Yeah, Mandy Rose equals 3 count. I get it. I get it. All right.
Over the vanilla during Black History Month. Anyway, so can you wait till March 1st? It's a week away.
Oh man. Yeah, I'll check out NXT. I haven't got a chance to. Dynamite is tomorrow. Oh, what do you give it?
Oh, NXT?
Yeah.
Overall, honestly, NXT was a 2 count.
Okay. All right.
Amen. Hallelujah.
I hear that. All right. So, yes, Dynamite, and John actually said that they planted seeds last week on Dynamite. I thought Thunder Rosa and Mercedes Martinez was a really strong match. I know we covered some of this last week just because V had seen it. I hadn't seen it at that point. Adam Cole versus the other Adam.
Oh yikes! Jesus Christ! Blouse and skirt. Okay.
Oh, that's gonna be a really solid match. Can't wait for that. That's our main event for Revolution coming up March 6th. I'm trying to think if there was anything else that really like stood out. I know you probably turned it off before this happened, but Darby and Sammy Guevara had a really solid match.
No, a creep and rape apologist? No, I'm good.
Mox Bryan. Okay, yes, I heard you. Be Mox Bryan set up for.
So good.
Yeah. I like Mox's line with I can't tag with somebody unless I bleed with them first. That was awesome. So they're gonna have a drag out, knockdown fight.
You're gonna whoop each other's asses.
Yep. Can't wait for it. CM Punk, MJF, dog collar match. The last dog collar match we've seen was the late great Brody Lee versus Cody Rhodes, and that was a great match. So I'm looking forward to this dog collar match between CM Punk and MJF. And I like that they brought some reality into it. They showed the picture of MJF and waiting for meeting CM Punk. And CM Punk said that was a great moment for you. For me, it was Friday. I thought that was great. Yeah, Dynamite was good. Hold on. I love the Valentine reference CM Punk used. Did I miss that? Did I miss that? I might have missed that one. But yeah, overall, hold on. You have to be a historian to get that. I guess I'm not read enough.
Those are the people who went to school.
Yeah. Well, why don't you enlighten me?
You ask me now. At this moment.
Why is the 2 count still up? It's late. There we go.
Let's get that shit up. Oh shit.
MJF used the Piper and Portland reference.
Yeah.
Yep.
But yeah, anything else you want to talk about in wrestling?
I think we're good.
Okay. So, with that being said, okay, we're gonna leave you boys and girls and theys and thems. With the following, you can find me, King V, at _WatchMyThrone on Twitter, and King V _River on Instagram. Where can they find you, Mike? Yeah.
You can find me on Twitter at DJ Mike EQ and on Instagram Mike_EQ. And follow the show.
Follow the show at Go For The Pin _show on Instagram and Go For The Pin show on Twitter. Like I said, we got a couple of things coming for you. And we got some housekeeping and some changes coming forward. And y'all be ready for that.
And thank you, Jonathan. I get it now. That's actually pretty cool. I get it now. That's actually pretty cool. John, you hung out with us for the whole 2 hours. Appreciate you, bro. Always. And everybody else that is listening, watching, we appreciate you guys. Word of mouth, spread the word. If you enjoy the show, like it, rate it 5 stars. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend.
Tell a friend, tell a wrestling fan, tell
an
your
ex,
mother.
maybe not tell an ex.
Don't tell an ex. We don't talk about Bruno. Tell your best friend, tell your cousin, tell the person that owe you money before or maybe after you stab them.
Right. You found Bear?
Oh my god.
Found Bear.
Bear's still coming. Oh, Father Jesus Christ.
Yo, good night. We get out of here. Good night. I can't even hear it.
We're out. We're done. Thank you all. Thank you so much. We appreciate it. We love you guys. Next week, we're fucking done because Beer's coming and I'm not dealing with it.
Good night. We out.